If you thought some of the Toyota accelerators were bad, wait till you see what's in the healthcare bill. Because the acceleration towards hyperinflation, towards the currency collapse, was just fixed by the government. Thank you for joining me on the Vision Victory channel and inflation.us. Everything that was wrong with the current system has just been expanded, has just been enhanced to 32 million more Americans. The third-party conflict, where consumers don't set prices because they don't know the cost of their behavior, has just been expanded to everyone. And in fact, we're not even going to pay for regular preventive checkups. Imagine calling your auto insurance company up to file a claim for an oil change. Imagine calling your homeowner's insurance up to file a claim for a light bulb that went out. You simply wouldn't do it. Why? Because logically you know that if insurance companies started covering that stuff, costs would go through the roof. And that's exactly what's wrong with our healthcare system today. We use insurance for anything and everything, and now we're not even going to be paying co-payments on the most basic checkups. What you should be doing is paying the doctor for checkups, shopping around, just like other businesses, getting the best cost, and filing an insurance claim for, an unforeseen circumstance. Now, imagine going to the grocery store and having insurance, single-payer system maybe, and you just pay a $10 copay when you go up, or maybe it's $10 copay for anything but eggs, milk, and bananas and bread, for the basic things. Do you think you'd show up to the grocery store with coupons? Do you think you'd shop around at the best grocery store, at a specific grocery store? Do you think that you'd show up and say, hey, you know what, I better get hamburger meat today because we got fillets last week? No, you'd probably get fillets every week. And there's no need to bring coupons because who cares? You're not even going to see the bill. That's what's in our healthcare system today. And that just got expanded to more and more Americans. Recently I read a story about a Canadian government official, Danny Williams. He went to Florida for open heart surgery, but at the same point in time as he's going to Florida on his way for open heart surgery because he didn't want to wait in the Canadian system, he said, I want everybody to know this, let me be clear. My faith in the Canadian system is strong, and I believe in its system. But anyway, I'm going to go to Florida and get my surgery done. So I want you to imagine our healthcare system, the current broken system, being even bigger, being even greater when it comes to the lack of consumer demand. You watch mobile phone wars, you watch breast augmentation billboards, and you hear laser surgery eye ads, and the costs continue to go down. These companies are fighting with each other to get your business. No one's ever going to fight for your business because you're never going to see the bill. And now the insurance companies are going to accept pre-existing conditions no matter what. It's the law of the land. This will destroy the insurance companies, and that's probably what a lot of people want out there. This is probably what the Congress originally intended, or at least the writers of this bill, because they know that if they can destroy anything that's left with the private industry, they can nationalize it, and then they can create a single-payer system, which is their ultimate goal. Now, I want you to think about the pre-existing condition, because it's a sensitive issue for people. Some things are something we could have prevented. If you're a smoker, or if you're a drinker, or a drug user, or you abuse your body, or maybe you weigh 400 pounds on each leg, the insurance company is going to have to cover medical issues that you're going to come into because you will never know the cost of your behavior. The only person who's going to know the cost of your behavior is people who pay taxes because they're going to pay for your health care. But back to pre-existing conditions. Imagine a system of auto insurance where you get into an accident and then you call Allstate and say, hey, you know what? I need some insurance because I just got in an accident 10 minutes ago. They wouldn't accept you, and that's the same situation that was going on with the healthcare insurance. But now, to fix the system, they're going to burden insurance companies with pre-existing conditions. Will absolutely bankrupt the system. And again, maybe if we were paying for some of our healthcare out of our own costs, and actually using insurance for unforeseen circumstances, people would get insurance like they do auto insurance. You know, people get auto insurance at 18 years old, some even younger. They pay for it out of their own pocket. It doesn't seem to bother them. I'm sure people could pay for health insurance, unforeseen circumstances, but healthcare costs are so high because of the government incentives towards employers, you know, where employers pay pre-tax dollars and Americans pay after-tax dollars for insurance. Really doesn't make sense. But again, this is more government involvement into private industry, which is not even private anymore, and into our daily lives. And in fact, if you don't accept this privilege, you're going to more than likely be fined. You know, if you're young and maybe you don't want insurance, you have to pay something because you're going to be fined if you don't get it. If you're a small business and you want to grow your business, you're just starting up, you want to keep costs down, well, guess what? The government is just giving you more costs. So maybe that person you were going to hire part-time, you're not going to be able to hire them because you have more costs. Let's see. Estimates from previous things like this, as we talked about in my last healthcare video, have been roughly 1,000% off. They're predicting that this is going to cost $1 trillion. They also projected that Social Security would take in less than it paid out by 2016. We know that's going to happen this year. So their 10-year forecast and their 20-year forecast and their projections of all these savings, I will make a very simple, predictable prediction. None of these predictions from the CBO, from Congress, are going to come to fruition. This bill is going to force the country to inflate the currency supply even more. So again, I ask you, if you're watching this video, if you see the facts on the ground, what are you doing to prepare for hyperinflation, for a full-blown currency collapse in the United States of America?